Hi, it's Summer and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. I ended up skipping last week because I got some clips, but honestly, it just was not working. So we're just gonna start this week fresh. In this vlog, I'm planning on wrapping some Christmas presents, making gingerbread houses, and finishing Legends and Lattes if it kills me. I think I only have 100 pages left or something, but I'm really enjoying the book and I wanna finish it. Something really big just happened in the story and I haven't really read the aftermath of it yet. So I'm really invested and really interested to see what's going to happen in the next couple of chapters. I'm pretty sure that Jesse's doing reading sprints tonight, so I'm probably gonna finish it during those. Last week I also finished Green Glass House and I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. It's just the cutest and coziest wintertime Christmas middle grade mystery. And then last week I also started and finished A Merry Little Meet Cute. It's by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. It was such a spicy book. My jaw was on the floor so many times. I was just enjoying it so much that I flew through it. I think I read it in 2 days. And it was also just so funny. Also, I recommend listening to it on audio because I really loved the female narrator. Her voice fit so perfect for the main character. And I just really liked how she delivered lines and did voices for people and stuff. This one is about Bee, who is plus sized and she's also an adult film star and she's actually really popular. She's wanting to kind of get into actual real movies and stuff though. So when the opportunity to star in a movie comes up, she takes it, but it's for a family friendly Christmas movie that's basically for the Hallmark Channel. It's called the Hope Channel in this story though, but it's basically the Hallmark Channel. So because of her job, she's trying not to let anybody know what she does because it would be a huge scandal and stuff because of the nature of the movie and stuff. In this movie, she's also starring with this guy who used to be a member of this boy band that was really popular years ago. And he was Bee's teenage crush. So she's feeling a little bit starstruck and there's immediate chemistry between both of them. Like I said, this book is so funny. The movie that they're in is a historical romance, and so they use horses a lot in the movie, and one of the horses is named Whitney Houston. I know that's the corniest thing ever, but I was dying. I really liked that this book is sex positive. It has awesome queer rep. Both of the main characters are bi, and there's also just a lot of other queer people that are helping with the movie and stuff. And there's also a lot of really great commentary about being plus size and fat, not only just in society, but also in the entertainment industry. And also just the spice was next level. And it's not even they're doing anything too crazy. The scenes were just written really, really well. So if you need a steamy book recommendation, this is it. I didn't give it a full 5 though because some of the porn stuff was just a little too heavy-handed, but this is a book that I'm going to remember and think fondly about for a long time. It's definitely not going to be for everybody, but I definitely recommend it if you just want something that's quick and easy to read, something that's funny, and if you want a fun, really steamy romance. After I finished that audiobook, I started The Christmas Murder Game. It's by Alexandra Benedict. I got this recommendation from Lauren Love Reads. It's a holiday mystery about a woman who is returning home. I think that every year around Christmas, her and her family go back to this mansion and they play a game. And I think it gets pretty competitive. I don't think that everybody in the family is on the best of terms. This year though, when everybody goes back to the house, they are competing for the house itself. And also mixed in with the clues are hints about the death of the main character's mom. It happened years ago, but we're kind of being led to believe that it might have actually been a murder or something. I'm only on chapter 3 of 44, so I'm not very far in at all. I'm going to have some time to listen to it though in just a minute here because I have to drive back to my old job and return my keys because I forgot to do that when I left. It's kind of a longer trip. It's an hour round trip, so I'm gonna have a lot of time to listen to this audiobook. And then after that, I'm just planning on being home for the rest of the evening. So the next time that you see me will probably be during the reading sprints. it's the next day, and I am very happy to say that I finished Legends and Lattes last night during the reading sprints. There is a bonus chapter at the end of this edition, and I didn't get all the way through that, but I finished like the official like story, Legends and Lattes. And like, are we getting a sequel? Like, I want more in this world. I ended up giving it 5 stars. So even though I had kind of been saying like, this is only gonna be a 4, I self-sabotaged myself for not reading it closer together, all of that kind of stuff. Every time that I would pick up the book again, I would just be like so immersed in the story, and I would be like loving it and smiling and laughing with the characters and stuff. And so I know for a fact if I would have read this book closer together and read it in like fewer sittings and stuff, that it would have automatically been a 5 star. So I'm just going with that because I just loved it. I do kind of wish that the romance was a bigger part of the story, but also I really loved how kind of like soft it was in this story. I love all of the community and friends that Viv has and that they have her back. I found myself tearing up towards the end of this, and I really loved it. It lived up to the hype, so I really hope that everybody goes and picks this one up if you like fantasy. And then last night when I was making dinner, and also today while I've been getting ready and stuff, I've been listening to The Christmas Murder Game. And I'm almost halfway through the book. I'm on chapter 19 of 44 right now. But so far I just kind of feel like the book is moving really slow. There have been a couple of reveals happening throughout that are kind of keeping me intrigued. But so far there's not really anything that's making me just feel like I have to finish this book, you know? I have a lot of errands that I have to run today though, so I'm going to get a lot of listening done while I'm driving around. I have to make some Amazon returns. I need to go to Target and get like some groceries and also just kind of like the rest of Christmas presents and stuff. And then I also need to go to the thrift store, and not only just because I want to, but I actually have like a reason behind it this time. I need a Christmas sweater for something that's coming up, and I don't have one. And I don't want to like spend $25 on a Christmas sweater that I'm only going to really use once. So I decided to save some money. I'm going to thrift it, but also do a little bit of like a DIY. I'm going to try to find either like a light pink or a white like pullover. And then I'm gonna draw like a Christmas tree design on my iPad, print it out on like iron-on transfer paper, put it on the pullover, and then I'm gonna put a bunch of like sparkly stuff on it. I'm gonna do some pom-poms. I'm gonna try to like find like a sparkly like star patch that I can put on the top of the tree. I wanna like put some ribbon on it. I want it to be very like pink and my aesthetic, but Christmas. I don't think that I'm gonna film anything while I'm out, but I will definitely show you what I get when I get home. I really hope I'm in focus, but I just ran so many errands. I don't ever want to leave my house again. Like I said, I just want to show you what I got really quick. I got 2 of this mug for 2 of my cousins. I got some treats to put in them, and then also this cute little like hot chocolate spoon stir thing. So I thought that'd be kind of cute. I also have little tiny like mini bath bombs that I'm gonna put in here too. I also got this candle at Target for my brother because when I saw him for Thanksgiving, we were out shopping and he like smelled these like wax melts, and he was like, what is this smell? And it smelled like volcano candle from Anthropologie, and I guess this is supposed to be a dupe for it because he was making a big deal about like, I can't spend that much money on a candle or whatever. So I figured I would send him the dupe as part of his Christmas present. I also found a white like thick turtleneck type of shirt that I'm going to use for the Christmas sweater. I found some little sequins for the Christmas sweater and all of these beads and stuff. This was $3 altogether. So I'm gonna use a bunch of these beads and stuff. I also found this kind of weird thing. I have no idea what it was used for before I bought it, but I have a thrift flip that I did back during the summer that has needed an actual like flower to kind of finish it off. So I've been keeping my eye out for something like this, and this is perfect. So I'm gonna cut the flower off and glue it onto that. I also found this super cute like hooded sweater. It's from Universal Threads, and I love how it fits. It's super cute. I also got 2 of these garlands. They were like $1 each. I just wanted something kind of fun to like fix up the front door a little bit outside. And these are light enough that I can just hang them up with command hooks. I left the Michaels bag in the entryway, but I got 2 pink like poinsettia fake flowers for really cheap from Michaels, and I'm going to clip those to either side of that garland above the front door. So I'll show you when it's all done. And then the last thing from the thrift store is this really cute like holly turtleneck. I just thought this was kind of quirky and fun, and I could wear it like for Christmas dinner or something. I only have a couple more weeks where I can wear this, but I got it for $2. That's pretty much everything that I got. I need to put everything away and wash the sweater so that I can get started on it. It's movie night tonight with Rachel though, so I only have a few hours to kind of do things before she comes over. So I don't know if I'll get it finished tonight, but I'm definitely going to at least get like started on it. I just finished my Christmas sweater. I technically think that it's a Christmas shirt, but I don't think it'll matter. I'm really happy with how it turned out though. I think it turned out so cute. Also, at pretty much the same time as I finished making this, I finished the audiobook for The Christmas Murder Game. I think that I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I felt pretty confused for a lot of this. I couldn't keep any of the characters straight. I definitely needed to make like a character map of this book just so that I could remember who was related to who. I think that the book would have been more enjoyable that way. I also just found it really predictable. I knew who was behind everything about halfway through the book, and so that surprise was kind of taken away from the end of the book for me. It was entertaining enough to kind of keep my mind busy and occupied while I was doing other things. So for me, it served its purpose. So I think that I liked it just slightly more than I didn't like it, so I feel like a 3.5. For some reason in my head, that's just the rating that feels right for it. The way that I'm talking about it might make it seem like it's more of a 3. So I don't know, I might change it later. Next though, I really feel like I want to read something more festive. So physically, I'm going to pick up A Cat Cafe Christmas. Since I spent money on like a physical copy of it, I definitely want to make sure that I read it before Christmas this year. And then for the audiobook, I think I'm just gonna try to find some kind of like holiday Christmas rom-com book on Scribd. I do have a couple of things planned for this week that I think will hopefully make it feel a little bit more festive and exciting around here. I am planning on making and decorating a gingerbread house with Travis sometime this week. And then I also need to wrap Christmas presents this week too. I especially need to wrap Allie's presents because I'm seeing her hopefully on Friday and we're going to exchange presents then. And we both got each other books, so I'm really excited. So actually, maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll start wrapping some presents. I'll watch a Christmas movie while I'm doing that, maybe have some hot chocolate, and we'll just try to have like a fun, cozy, Christmassy kind of night. Please ignore this weird kink in my hair. I'm actually leaving to get my hair done in a minute, so I didn't want to actually do my hair today. And this is just how it looked when I woke up. I just wanted to give you a reading update. I did start A Cat Cafe Christmas. Last night I made it to chapter 3. I love that for each chapter heading, there's a cat bio for one of the cats that lives at the cafe. So far, I really am not loving the writing style. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just not working for me. I'm gonna keep pushing though. I'm gonna keep reading. So far, the main guy, I think his name is Ben. I do not like him. I know that I've only read 2 chapters, so I need to calm down a little bit. I also wanted to tell you though that I started Sorrow and Starlight Zodiac number 8 because I just like couldn't help myself. And I don't think I was prepared. I literally almost cried like 3 different times reading just the first few chapters. I heard a rumor that the people that were recording the audiobook for this had to keep re-recording stuff because they couldn't stop crying for the first, I think it was 20 chapters. So I'm like, great, this is what I'm in for then. I read book 7 in this series, I think back during the summer, so it's been a minute since I've like been in this world and stuff, and I don't really remember a ton, or I didn't really remember a ton of what had happened in the end of that last book. And so now I'm just being re-reminded of everything in this one, and it is a lot. I am so worried to keep reading, but also like I just need to. It's around 1,200 pages. I think this might be the longest book that I will have read. I'm reading this on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it's been fun to actually like use my Kindle for the first time. I'm really liking the like user experience and stuff. It's super easy to use. I really like it. And then I also needed to say something about the Christmas Murder Game because I feel so stupid now. On the Discord for the Night Owls, which is Gwen's Patreon, somebody posted pictures of like pages from that book. Sorry, my memory card ran out of space. Anyway, I was saying though that they posted pictures of pages from that book, and there is a character map like a family tree, and there is also a map of the house itself. So basically all of my problems with that book would have been solved if I would have just read it physically. I just wanted to say that so I'm not just like talking shit on a book that didn't deserve it. It was just my like reading experience with it, listening to the audiobook. So I would say if you're planning on picking this one up, definitely pick up the physical book. I don't have a reading update or anything, but I just needed to show you my hair because I'm obsessed with it. It's so nice to be blonde again. I really want to read more of Zodiac Academy, but I really need to finish A Cat Cafe Christmas before Christmas. So I'm really thinking that that's the one that I need to sit down and try to finish tonight. I did see on Instagram somebody said that they really enjoyed it even though it's super cheesy, and that's definitely the kind of vibe that I'm getting from it. But cheesy is like extra acceptable when it's about Christmas, I feel like. So I think it'll be okay. It's Saturday, December 17th. I skipped filming yesterday because I didn't really do anything, and the stuff that I did do, I didn't really want to film. I hung out with my cousin Allie last night and we gave each other our Christmas presents, which were all books, so I'll show you the ones that she gave me. She picked this one from my wish list because she said the cover was so me, and I am so flattered that she said that because I'm obsessed with the cover. This is so beautiful. This one is The Gathering Dark, and it's edited by Tori Bovalino, and it's an anthology of folk horror. I don't think I really recognize any of the authors that have stories in here, except for Alison Saft. I'm pretty sure that they're the one who wrote that book that I just barely hauled. I think it's called A Darker Kind of Magic or something like that. It has a beautiful cover. And I mean, I haven't read that one yet, but the vibes from that one and the vibes from this cover, like they really go together for me. So if this is the kind of like vibe that all of her books have, she's probably gonna be a new favorite author. And then this next one, I was so excited to see that she got me. I literally almost bought it for myself yesterday before I went to her house, so I'm glad that I didn't. It's The Cartographers by Punk Shepherd. I've already read this book and I loved it, and so I didn't have a physical copy because I listened to the audiobook. This is just one of my favorite things, and now it's like tangible, like I have a copy of it, and this along with The Gathering Dark, like these are just like the most perfect things that she could have gotten me. Anyway, Allie is the best. I love her. She has a bookstagram. I will link it in the description if you want to go give her a follow. I also kind of figured that since I'm showing books that I received as gifts and stuff, that I would just show the rest of them that I've gotten from like bookish friends. This one is Aquacorn Cove, and it's by Kay O'Neill. This cover is beautiful. I'm obsessed with the art style of this author's books. My friend Keisha sent me this one. Her username is A Book Like You on both Instagram and YouTube. It just looks like a really cute middle grade fantasy graphic novel with like water unicorns or something. And I cannot wait to read this summer. And then next, my friend Gwen got me this picture book. This is The Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt. It's written by Ryle Nason and illustrated by Byron Eggenschweiler. That is a hard last name, but look how cute this is. It's just a little children's book, and I saw this on someone's Instagram account during like October and stuff. I love the art style though. Like these illustrations are just beautiful. Just so cute. I love this. Gwen's Instagram is Lavender Mud and her YouTube channel is Gwendolyn Kinsinger. And then my friend Gabby from Gabbing About Books sent me this one. It's The Traitor Queen by Danielle L. Jensen. This is the second book in this series, and I gave the first book 5 stars. I love it. This is an adult fantasy about a woman who's been like trained from birth to be like an assassin spy kind of person, and she has to go undercover in this country that she's being like married into. She's marrying the king, and she's supposed to like find out their secrets and stuff. I'm so excited to have the second book though so that I can read it, and usually I like to read fantasy in like the fall and winter, so I might be picking this up sooner than later. And then after that, I have 2 books from Tyra, who was my like secret owl. We're both on Gwen's Patreon, The Night Owls, and there was like a gift exchange that Gwen put together, so she was the one who had me. So she got me Beach Read by Emily Henry and The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. I've been so excited to read both of these, and from her note it sounds like she has also read both of these and loved them, so that just makes me even more excited to pick them up. I'm probably gonna save this one for like fall of next year, but this one is definitely happening this summer. And then the last one that I have to show you is from my friend Jessie, who is reading with Jess, and it's The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I love Riley Sager. One of his books is one of my favorite books that I've read this year. It's a new all-time favorite book, and I've been trying to read his backlist, and this is his newest book that has come out. It has very mixed reviews from people, but I'm so excited to read it. This is just the sweetest thing though. I really wasn't expecting anyone to send me stuff, so I'm just so appreciative, and I'm so thankful to have such lovely friends that would think to send me things for the holidays. So now that I've done that haul, I have another kind of small haul to show you, and it's not anything exciting, but I wanted to tell you about my plans for today, and they involve the things I'm about to show you. The plan is to make and decorate a gingerbread house today. So I just barely did a Target pickup and I got some candy. I got wild berry Skittles, mainly because there are pink and red Skittles. You know, if I'm making a gingerbread house, there's gonna be pink on it. I also got Sour Patch watermelons because of the pink. I got these dots. Dots are the nastiest candy out there, but they look really cute on gingerbread houses. So I got some of these. They're like a Christmas edition. I thought these would be cute on the very like top seam of the house and maybe like to be Christmas lights or something. And then I also got hot tamales. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with these, but we'll figure it out. That's all the candy that I bought today. And then while I'm making the gingerbread dough and stuff, I'm going to be listening to my audiobook. I started it yesterday, I think, and it is Holiday Romance. I don't remember who it's by. It's by Catherine Walsh. I think this is a pretty popular one this year, but I've mainly seen Liv from Liv's Library talk about this one, and I think she really enjoyed it, if I'm remembering right. I knew that if I wanted to listen to this one this year, I was gonna need to do an audiobook, and I couldn't find it anywhere except for on Audible, so I had an extra credit and I used it, and honestly, I'm so happy that I did because I love the audiobook narrator, and I'm already kind of having like 5-star feelings about this book. This one is the cutest setup, and I am just loving it so much. This is about, I think her name is Molly and Andrew. They are both from Ireland but living in Chicago. For the past 10 years, they've been flying together home to Dublin for Christmas, and they don't really see each other any other time of the year except for when they're traveling. It first started out as a fluke that they kept running into each other at the airport, and I think after that they started kind of like booking their flights together, and it's just been this like friendship that's been based around them traveling together. But this year their flight is canceled and they decide to spend Christmas together. She's a little bit of a Grinch and he loves Christmas, and so I think she's going to try to make Christmas still special for him even though he can't spend it with family. And I just love the writing style. Like, it feels very realistic. Like, this feels like it could actually happen. Like, the characters seem like real people. It's not too cheesy. And so I'm going to keep listening to it while I start baking everything.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds.
1, 2, 3.
All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. Walking to the market, strolling hand in hand, exchanging letters when you're away. Don't need any effort when we are together. We always have fun throughout the day. I'll do anything to get your attention. When you say you love me, I seem to ascend to the heavens.
It's Monday evening now, so I skipped a couple of nights, and this is actually going to be the end clip of this video. I just wanted to do a quick recap of all the things that I read this week. I finished Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree, and I gave it 5 stars. I finished the audiobook of The Christmas Murder Game by Alexandra Benedict, and I gave it 3 stars. I made it to page, I think, 45 of Zodiac Academy number 8. I ended up reading more of this the other night and made it to page 105, which is chapter 10. And then the other day I decided to start the audiobook for Holiday Romance by Catherine Walsh. Right now I'm on chapter 25 and I have like an hour and a half left. I did want to talk a little bit more about those last 2 books and just kind of like give you some thoughts since I haven't really talked too much about them. For A Cat Cafe Christmas, I'm feeling pretty 50-50 on it at this point. The love interest, Ben, I really was not liking him towards the beginning, but now he's kind of starting to grow on me a little bit. And Kara, the one who owns the cat cafe, is kind of starting to really annoy me. I feel like she's just kind of being like rude and sassy to Ben for kind of no reason, especially after he's kind of like proven himself to her. I feel like the author wanted this book to be like enemies to lovers, so she like made a fake conflict when there really didn't need to be one, just for the sake of having the trope in the book. It also is just feeling very busy to me at this point. It feels like there's so much going on. I think that I also said this in an earlier clip, but I'm really not liking the writing style very much. I am going to keep reading, and I'm actually going to read it tonight during the Ugly Sweater reading sprints that are happening on Jesse's channel. I would like to try and get another like 70 to 100 pages into this one tonight. And then for holiday romance, I think earlier I said that I was having 5-star feelings, and I'm so sad to say that I am not having those feelings anymore. It's feeling more like a 3.5 or a 4 out of 5 at this point. For this being a romance book, I feel like there hasn't been as much romance stuff in it. I mostly for this book just feel like I've been stressed the whole time because they've been like trying to get to flights on time, doing things by the skin of their teeth, losing their luggage, not being able to like shower and stuff. And I think that I just wanted like more of a like small, quiet, cozy Christmas type of book. And that's kind of what I thought was going to happen in the beginning of the book. So that's honestly on me for not reading like the synopsis and stuff before I went into this one. Right now we're finally getting to some of the more like cozy Christmassy type of things, and I've enjoyed those scenes and stuff, but so far it just hasn't been what I wanted. The vibes haven't been what I wanted. The romance just hasn't really been there. I do love like the history that the characters have still, and I am really enjoying that and seeing them interact and stuff, but I just wish that it was in more of like a lovey-dovey kind of romantic way. Maybe not lovey-dovey, but I wish they would like be more like obviously flirty with each other. And maybe I'm being kind of unfair in saying that about this book because I've read a lot of romances lately that have like heavy smut, so maybe I shouldn't be judging this one so harshly. But I don't know, it just feels busy and hectic and stressful, and I just wanted slow, stress-free, cute Christmas. So I'm kind of nervous to keep reading and to like finish it. I feel like the last bit of this book is going to make or break this book for me. So even though the reading this week has been a little bit iffy, I at least got a 5-star out of this one, and I got to do some fun like Christmas activities. That's pretty much it though. If you made it this far in the video, you can leave a house emoji in the comments since I decorated a gingerbread house in this video. Thank you so much for watching though, and I will see you in the next one.